this episode, I'll just talk a little bit about it and then show you how we got this car in the shops, which was pretty hard actually. It involved a cherry picker and a trailer, and I'll just show y'all. But anyways, this is it. It's missing a door and it's missing some things, but we're pretty much just gonna start getting into it. I'll show y'all how we got it there, and then I'll start dismantling it for the things we're gonna be doing. But this by far I think is the cheapest Corvette anybody's bought for a YouTube project, so just throwing that out there, and hopefully it's entertaining for y'all, and hopefully y'all enjoy all what we do with it. So we'll see how it turns out, but without further ado, I'll show y'all the footage and enjoy it.
What you doing, dog? What you doing, dog? Nothing. This.
All right, this is our what year is this? Like 03, something like that. It's 0304 Corvette that we picked up for $400. So it has no suspension, no nothing on it, and we gotta load it up to the trailer. So that's gonna be fun. So join us on our journey. And we lost the tail light.
I burned it out.
All right.
Brian Little.
it, baby. That's it.
Well done.
Well done.
I hit my water.
Okay, guys. All strapped up?
Yeah.
Help me pull out the 45. Alright, man, let's go.
That wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
Alright, so this will just be, I'm just gonna time lapse this so I don't bore you all to death, but what I'm gonna do is just pretty much take off the quarter panels. On Corvettes, they're pretty much removable, and we're gonna take the rear tub out just because the damage is pretty it was a pretty good hit. So luckily it just hit the back bash bar or impact bar, whatever you want to call it, whatever you're used to. It hit the door, that quarter panel, the rear bumper, and it hit that bash bar. Bent one of the upper tie rods, I think, or the toe arms. I think it was toe arm. I'm not really sure. We'll check out the subframe later, and we'll go all over all that. But for now, the main objective of today is take this tub out and assess the frame and everything, and then just get started on the project. So here goes. Alright, so as you can see, what we pretty much did was take the torque tube out just from the middle and get this is actually like a V6 bell housing off of a 4L, like a 2004 Chevy Silverado, I believe. Any truck transmission pretty much with the removable bell housing will fit. But you can see we got the starter mounted. Not sure if you can really see it in there. It's kind of dark here. But yeah, we just put the torque tube to the side and put the bell housing on. Pretty straightforward. Got it all the way back. And we used a C6 cross member for the front. And what we're gonna do is we have these cheap eBay motor mounts off a failed S10 build. Never buy eBay mounts for the S10s. They never work. And what we're pretty much gonna do is I'm not sure if you can see down there, but the C6 uses the side pedestals on the transmission where they go somewhere around here. And, or not the transmission, it's for like the transfer, yeah, same crap. But they use it on the sides as opposed to the C5 where it's straight back and it's just one. So they did that so it wouldn't have side-to-side flex. I'm not sure if it worked or not, but I'm pretty sure two are better than one. So it works in our favor though. We're gonna use them as motor mounts. So we'll be leaving this support here, and we will be taking these off. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to extend the frame. I believe it's 2 feet back, just to accommodate for the rear subframe, since we are running 2 rear subframes. It's getting a little crazy. But we're gonna have to carefully cut these out without damaging the chassis or the mounts, and somehow measure and get them to somewhat work back here. Probably won't be the straightest or the greatest, since we're relying on these things and tape measures and other things. I mean, it's not quite accurate, but it should be accurate enough for what we need it, which is just pretty much a crazy burnout machine or something like that. The only bad thing to this, it's gonna be longer than a 1500 long bed freaking Silverado, so it should be interesting. But I guess today's ordeal is just getting the rear frame made with the boxes for it and everything. So what we have is BMW, RX-7, IS, and a lot of crazy cars in here. But